All right, guys. So I hooked up the Lenovo. I don't know. I can't remember what this one is. Maybe an i3. Got a little keyboard over here. Let's go ahead and restart it. Look at that. I put the big computer up here. This is like my newest, most powerful. And then here's a Z87 with the known issue board. These ASRock boards, they all had a BIOS problem, all of them, including this one. And I don't know if it's a repeat thing or it just happens once or something to do with something else, but it's a nice computer, got a good card in it, got an interesting case where you can, open the front. Kind of nice, but I'm putting it up here along with the speakers. And then I put the other computer over here. This is the one we've been doing all the crazy Linux stuff on. This is a really old one. And that one was actually inside this really wild looking case here. But so I pulled the monitor out of here and the speakers out of here. There was some really nice speakers that I need to just figure out where they go. I can't remember what this has got for a hard drive, but the purpose of a computer back here was it goes over to one of these stereos and it was playing music. And I don't have that set up right now. The Marantz was actually going to it, and then it goes over to these speakers. I bought some speakers here to resell, and they're kind of a little ratty. Like you actually see where I actually had to scorch it with a lighter. Like maybe somebody's cat or something. Went, they're just all ratty looking. And then of course there's always one freaking emblem missing, because I'll probably never find that, but they're KG 2.2s and they're not real common. But anyway, so I got those sitting there. I need those out of here. If I could move some stuff around, and I could probably use this to stream the music again. But at this point, it's like I probably will just turn this area into a workbench. But this, I had nowhere to put this, and believe it or not, it's actually lopsided, so I have that wire underneath it for a minute. I'm gonna just put a little shim under it. It sits kind of funny. Hold on. All right, so it does sit that. It does shift to one side, and you can't adjust it. And these metal legs probably took a dive. I dropped it earlier this way forward. It's really, really forward, weird, heavy. It's kind of bulky. These guys were mad about this thing. They thought it was a 27-inch monitor. It's a 27-inch computer. Anyway, yeah, so we're going to let it run back here, and we're actually going to put Windows 10 Enterprise on it. And then in the meantime, I need to get back over here to my other latest computer build. I think we're going to put fans in here, dude. I think we can squeeze those RGB fans in here. But maybe not, so... And then this is just the monitor I've been using for everything. Nice monitor. Got most of the connections you need except for a DVI would have been nice. So after this is done doing its updates, I'm just going to redo it. So now that that's not in the way here, I can actually see some of the other stuff. I can get to some of the other stuff. So, and we are trying to sell stuff and get rid of stuff. I actually just got my eBay account like reinstated or whatever. I never knew it wasn't good to go until I guess I found out, well, everybody has to get approved who hasn't sold since they got rid of PayPal. So anyway, we got a much smaller tower over here now, and this one they double dipped me on when I bought it. It was $34 for the computer, and they pulled the card out and wanted $34 for the card. I'm not complaining, but maybe they could have put it like $50 for the whole frickin' thing and just left everything in it. Some of these computers, I just got really, really lucky. I was in the store when they put it out on the shelf, and nobody grabbed it before I saw it. It's absolutely so busy in this place. I mean, you know, you're just real lucky to grab things like this. But this one actually had the Z97 board in it, and I pulled that out of it. That was the Tough Armor one. I had some quirks about that one, but this is the Z37 or 370A Pro. It's got DDR4, which running one stick, and it's an i5-8400, so it's my very newest processor that I own. I don't own anything newer than that. That other one is like a 7800. So this board, I think, is from 2020. I think the other one's from 2019. And then almost everything else is like from 2014. So I might have one other computer that might be a little newer, and maybe I should be running that one instead of this. And I'll show you that in a second. So, okay, so the one over here is a really compact, it's a N-Win case, it's metal. The reason I don't want to use it is because it's got glass case, and I actually put the M.2, I don't know if you can see it. You can see the M.2 right here. It's upside down. Anyway, it goes on the back of the board, but I mean, this is not a bad computer, but just like undoing the case, it doesn't have a hard drive, or not hard drive, it doesn't have a disk drive of like optical drive. I don't know. I forget what's in this one. It's either a 6700 or a 6500. If it's a 6500 DDR4, it's nothing special. It's exactly what I'm using, or was using over here. I've got a couple of 6500s. I've got two of the chips laying around. The processors, I probably should sell them. I don't know. Maybe I could sell them on eBay. I don't know. But I got two of them laying around, and then I've got another one that's had a bad motherboard. A lot of stuff I'm probably going to dump on eBay. I was just going to start dumping stuff on eBay. Assuming, I mean, I really don't want to, because there's too much red tape. There's 10%. They're going to take 10 or 11%, something like that. But anyway, we're going to get this one going here. I guess this one doesn't have a hard drive. This is the one that's an 8400 that the other one identified itself as. So, oh, I take that back. This has got two solid state drives in it. Two Samsungs that were originally with it when I bought it. So this one was actually a pretty good deal. I actually might be confusing this one with another computer I bought. This one might have actually come with everything for $34. I don't know. But all of them were donated because they didn't work. There was something wrong with them. People don't donate working computers. So, anyway. I might put the fans in here since it might have enough room. It should clear the RAM. We might need to relocate the wires for that, but yeah, I don't know. I mean, you could get at least probably one over here. It's super filthy in here. Look at this. And there's like these, they're flat wires. Where did they go? They go up in the corner there. Anyway, I'm going to try and put the RGB fans in there. The problem is there's nowhere to plug them in. As far as, I don't know that I don't have an adapter for the RGB controller. And these aren't even regular RGBs. What do they call them? They're FRGB. So this thing here is missing one of the important cables that we would need to hook it up. We got system fan. We got the TPM module, believe it or not. I'm not going to use it, but we do have it. JLPT1, JUSB, system fan, JSP1. Let's see. System fan, system pump. But yeah, one of the other boards has like an RGB controller kind of built into it. This one does not have it, as far as I can tell. Oh yeah, it does. No, it doesn't. You can see where it would have been. JRGB1. I think the other one's a JCOM. And then that JPT1. So, yeah. It is what it is. Who cares? And we could use the M.1 here. We just need a screw for that. It's got the standoff, but no screw. So, anyway. So, Corsair case. There was 2 matching drives in here. I broke one of them. They fixed it later on, so I just put this other one in here because I didn't have a plate. I don't need 2, but they had 2 matching ones. I don't know what they were doing. Maybe copying from one to another.